Civil War has just ended, and we see Iron Man flying aboard the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier.
Director Stark has landed on the flight deck, Alpha.
Visual confirmation?
Confirmed. Director on deck. The director has arrived on basement sub-level 7.
You see, Iron Man is the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D., replacing Nick Fury after the events of Civil War. He is shown to a room by the agents. As he arrives, Tony removes his helmet and starts talking to an unseen person. He speaks of the resentment S.H.I.E.L.D. agents feel toward him for replacing Nick Fury.
Can you feel it out there? These kids? They'll salute and follow orders, but you can feel it. They're Nick Fury's kids. They don't like me here and they don't want me here. They want their daddy back and that's that. Guess they'll have to learn to love me? You did. It's my fault. I made a terrible speech to the command crew.
Tony then says he was trying to make a point, so he mentioned King Pyrrhus of Epirus to his new command.
He won battle after battle, but at a cost so high it hollowed out any sense of victory. His friends were gone, his army shattered, and when the dust settled, the few survivors started celebrating like they'd won something. But Pyrrhus just stood there, silent, watching, because he knew this wasn't victory. Not really. It felt like losing. I brought that up because that's how I feel about all this. I wanted them to understand the weight of it, the reality, but I think it came off like I was criticizing them, like I was tearing down their effort. That wasn't the intent. There's a way of talking to soldiers, to lift them up, to rally them, and I guess I don't have that.
Then he finally reveals the real reason he's here. To answer one question the unknown man had asked him: why did all this happen?
It was because of King Arthur.
He explains that a few years ago, during a fight with Dr. Doom, they were accidentally sent back in time to King Arthur's England. He fought side by side with Arthur in a brutal war, and that's when Tony saw it. He stood in the middle of a battlefield, surrounded by death, mud, and the screams of victory. And in that chaos, something changed.
I saw it clear as day. I saw us at war. It had never occurred to me before that very moment. But right then, I knew we were going to war. It's who we are. It's our defining characteristic. We fight. The Avengers avenge. X-Men defend. The Fantastic Four explore. But we all fight. I saw the war. I knew it would happen. I didn't know what the war was going to be about or when it was coming, but I knew I'd know when I saw it. I tried to get everyone gathered, to make a place we could all govern each other. I tried to stop this war before it even got started, before I knew it was coming. But I couldn't do it. All I got back was compromise and half-trust. And I knew my fears were real, even though no one would believe me. I know how it sounds. I knew confessing it to anyone, including you, would be met with a friendly laugh and just condescension. So I kept it to myself. But I knew this was it. This. I knew what it meant. I knew it would pass. I knew exactly who would fall on what side of the issue, except Peter. Peter surprised me. I knew my feelings. I knew your feelings. I knew this was it. I knew we were just one dumb slip away from this bill passing and sides being taken. One of us would give them a reason to pass the bill, and that would be it. I told you. I told anyone who would listen. We had to work within the system. We had to work with the leaders that people of this country voted to represent them. To not do this is arrogance, criminal arrogance. I told you that. I did what you do. I committed. Because if this wasn't handled with commitment, thousands of people could die. Innocent people. I knew what I had to do.
Tony breaks down. I did what I had to, he says. I acted fast. Because I knew. I knew after this, we wouldn't be friends. We wouldn't be partners. Not anymore. I was ready to side with people we hate. Ready to be the villain in your story. And I could have lived with that. I thought I could. But the worst thing happened. The one thing I can't undo. The one thing I can't live with. And I'll never say it out loud. Not to my friends. Not to my team. Not even to the president. The one thing I should have told you. The truth I can't take back now. And that is, it wasn't worth it.